Good evening and welcome, everyone. So glad to see you at our December board meeting. It is 6:32, so I'd like to call the meeting of the HCISD Board of Trustees to order. This meeting has been posted in accordance with the Open Meeting Act, and we do have a quorum, so we will move into a moment of silence, please. Thank you. We'll now move to the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Marcy Martinez.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. What a beautiful sight to see a full boardroom here with us today. So tonight's pledge will be led by Joaquin Canales, an 8th grade student at Gutierrez Middle School of Arts and Sciences. Joaquin, where are you? Come on over. So let me tell you a little bit about Joaquin, who's a very good friend of ours because we get to see him a lot here at our central office. Joaquin's an outstanding student and serves as the president of Student Council, vice president of National Junior Honor Society, and he is a member, as I said, of the Superintendent Student Advisory Board. So we get to meet with him and get his feedback about the school district. He serves as a member of Hope Squad as well. Joaquin is involved in the Gutierrez athletic program in which he participates in cross-country, football, track, and is currently team captain for soccer. When not on the field, Joaquin enjoys being part of the Gutierrez piano program. Joining him tonight are his parents, Jill and John Canales. Please stand. There you are. Hello. Here you go, Joaquin.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Joaquin.
Thank you, Joaquin, for being here tonight and for your leadership at your school. We look forward to seeing what comes next for you. All right, we're going to continue with some recognitions and awards. We'll start with recognition of the HCISD chess team for advancement at the Texas Chess Association Girls State Tournament and the Texas Grades State Tournament. Ms. Garcia and Mr. Garcia, but Dalia and Kevin Garcia.
Good evening. Good evening, Madam President, Dr. Gonzalez, Board of Trustees, Administration, and Audience. We're excited to present and recognize our chess teams. We have chess teams from multiple campuses in the district participated in state-level chess tournaments this fall and placed in the top 3. These teams and individuals will now compete at national championships and represent their campus and HCISD. We have Kevin Garcia here, our Director of Advanced Academics, that will share more information about our top 3 winners and their campuses that they represent. So, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. And at this time, I'd also like to invite up our chess coordinator, who has done a lot of work with supporting our chess teams in the district, Ms. Jenny Perez, if she can come join me up front. So it goes without saying that our chess teams throughout the district have been very busy this fall semester in showcasing their chess abilities. Whether it was a checkmate, a stalemate, or a learning opportunity, our students have represented themselves, their campus, and the district with pride. One of the very first state tournaments for our teams was the girls' state tournament that took place at UTRGV in September. The winners in this tournament will go on and now advance to the 19th annual KCF All-Girls National Chess Tournament Championship in Chicago, Illinois in April. At this time, we would like to recognize the following teams and invite them up. They competed against 129 players and 38 schools. We'd like to begin with our Harlingen School of Health Professions, who earned second place. That we can do.
Do we go around? I think we should go first.
The next team we'd like to recognize, and this is a great word to say, they were first place state champions. Memorial Middle School. Now, saying state champions was very cool, but it's not enough to say it once. We're going to say it again. Our very own Dishman Elementary, first place state champions. We are proud of these young women, their coaches, and families. The next state tournament that HCISD teams competed in was the Texas Grade State Tournament that took place at UT RGV in October. The winners from this tournament are on their way later this very week to compete in Orlando, Florida at the National K-12 Chess Championship. Out of 227 players and 50 teams, our campuses were able to achieve the following. Dishman, 5th grade, 2nd place. Yeah, the coach is just right now. Next, we'd like to recognize Memorial's 6th grade team with their 2nd place win. Also representing Memorial Middle School, their 8th grade and 1st place state champions. Representing Harlingen School of Health Professions, their 8th grade team earned 2nd place. Continuing with Harlingen School of Health Professions, their ninth grade team, first place state champions. Also from Harlingen School of Health Professions, 10th grade, third place. Harlingen School of Health Professions, 11th grade, first place state champions. Completing the sweep by Harlingen School of Health Professions, 12th grade, second place. Every grade level, yeah. Every grade level, they have someone advancing. the team. And finally, representing Bonham Elementary, we had two students who competed individually and placed second in the K through 4 division and third place in the K through 5 division, Kaiser Garcia and Uto Rodriguez. Okay, so we are so proud of these students, their coaches, and families, and want to wish them the best of luck as they represent HCISD at the national level. Right now, we like to welcome all teams up to the front to take and principals and coaches, so we can take a chess excellence picture.
Mr. Snavely.
What did I say, Bonham? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Board, I don't know if you noticed, but I felt like our collective IQ on that last shot went up. That was awesome. Love this. Anybody, I invite some comments. Anybody, go ahead.
Madam President,
Please.
I just want to congratulate, these things are on.
There,
Oh, there we go. I just want to congratulate all the coaches for all your hard work. And this, obviously the hard work pays off. Your students have been performing amazing and succeeding at the highest levels. And it just shows all the awards you got and the state champions. It's incredible. So where the chess programs have really evolved over the past few years. We like to say that readers are leaders. I also think that chess players are really another special level of thinkers and academicians, and there's a lot of creativity involved, a lot of just the way you're thinking critically about the whole thing. I think it spills over into academics and other curiosities that's going to really lead to great opportunities for you. So keep playing chess. It's something you can play your whole life. Even though you're going to become doctors and professors and scientists and lawyers and whatever profession you choose, it's something that's going to help you along the way. So thanks for for being here, to allow us to celebrate you, and congratulations. Keep up the great work. We can't wait to see what you do next. Congrats.
Congratulations. Mr. Leal.
Madam President, I just wanted to recognize all of our fantastic chess teams. I had no idea. I knew we played pretty good chess in Harlingen. I didn't know we were Chess City, USA.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like. And I'm noticing that there's a bit of a farm system going over to HSHP. And so, our elementary, I'm sure you all noticed there's some very good chess being played at HSHP. But in all seriousness, that does not happen unless you have parents who are bringing kids along, taking them to practice, supporting them, just doing all the things that are necessary to achieve that kind of excellence at that level over that long of a period. So thank you so much to our moms and dads and extended families that support these activities and help keep our kids plugged in to a fantastic activity. Congratulations.
Well said. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Jimenez, please. You on? There you go.
Well, congratulations to all the chess champions, but I wanted to thank the coaches. There was a lot of coaches up here. The time and dedication that you all put into coaching them up, training them, and just spending time with them, giving of your time. I want to thank you. We want to thank you all for that, because it doesn't go unnoticed. And if it was not for the coaches and the coordinators of these tournaments, our students wouldn't have the opportunities to be champs like this. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Great comment. Dr. Muniz.
Congratulations to all of you. I just want to point out, to the board, really, and of course the parents, that this, I've heard stories, and this is probably a good story that we could create here, because these children could be doing other things, or they could be at home, or they could be doing nothing, and this is an opportunity just like that we just continue to give them choices, and I love the fact that they have chosen to be successful in chess. It's awesome. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to the parents, and also all of the coaches that are so successful and just driving with their heart. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you. All right, and I just want to add my thanks to Mr. Garcia. Thank you for your leadership in this area and for all you're doing. And with that, congratulations and best luck and competition on the next level. So congratulations, all of you. All right, we're going to move on to item B, recognition of the Harlingen Area Education Foundation, otherwise known as HAEF Board. Ms. Hoflinger. Yes, our chess folks, you can strategically leave. We thank you for being here. Sorry. There you go. Hey, Ford, thank you for being here. Coming on up.
All right. Good evening, Madam President, Board of Trustees, Dr. Gonzalez, Administration, and audience. Tonight it is my privilege as HCISD HAEF Liaison to recognize an exceptional group of individuals making up an exceptional team. The Harlingen Area Educational Foundation is comprised of 13 current voting members, plus Dr. Gonzalez and myself. HAEF works year-round to support our students and educators in HCISD. One of their biggest fundraisers is the Partners in Education Luncheon, which was held in September, and the other one is the upcoming Friends of HAEF event, which will happen in April this year. Our Partners in Education collaboration is between HAEF, HCISD, and amazing local business owners invested in the future of our children and educators. This year, HAEF was able to raise over $60,000 in that one event. The second event, which is about to start in just a couple weeks, is the Friends of HAEF event, where 2 members of our community and our superintendent begin a fundraising journey that culminates in April during our event. Last year, with the help of Commissioner Gus Ruiz and Jacob Bogus, HAEF raised over $90,000. This year, we have Victoria Parada, MD, and Dr. Martha Cano, MD, plus Superintendent Dr. Gonzalez, eagerly waiting to surpass last year's total. HAEF was able to provide, with those monies raised, $64,000 to our educators by funding teacher innovation grant campaign projects. That equaled 20 different grants, ranging in all sorts of different veins, including a Zen room for Long Elementary, a science fair for Harlingen High School, equipment for JROTC at Harlingen South, an art community project at Coakley Middle School, and many, many more. In addition, HAEF was able to present 55 $1,000 scholarships for our graduating seniors from HCISD at the annual HAEF Scholarship Banquet in the spring. And as a reminder, tomorrow, if you have any gently used winter clothing between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, right here, they are going to be helping our clothing closet by doing a coat drive. So they are wonderful assets to our community and to our school district and to our kids. And so at this time, we would like to recognize these individuals for the exceptional amount of work that they do, the amount of time that they put in as volunteers and as leaders for not only for our kids, but for us. And so I'd like to invite Dr. Reiniger and Dr. Gonzalez to come down at this time. And I'd like to introduce to everyone those comprising our HAEF Foundation for 2003-2004. Our president for this year is Maru de la Paz. If you'll come on down. She is a business development manager for Valley Baptist Health System. And just as an aside, was appointed commissioner for the Texas Commission for Women by Governor Abbott himself for South Texas. Our Vice President, Jay Cantu, represented by his wife, Noran Cantu, Vice President for Programming for iHeart Media. Treasurer, Anita Boswell, Chief Executive Vice President for First Community Bank. Also serving as treasurer, Greg Marr, global account manager for AlloCorp. Great. Secretary Julie Fonseca, Assistant Director of Marketing for Marine Military Academy. Ex officio, Belinda Cavazos, Farmers Insurance Agency owner. Board President nominee, Dr. Bonnie De La Rosa Villarreal, owner of Rio Vista Dentistry. Eddie Rodriguez, Superintendent for D. Wilson Construction. Unable to be with us this evening, but definitely deserving a round of applause, Dr. Christian Corrales, Assistant Vice President for Community Engagement at UTRGV. Fidi Guillen, small business owner of Lux Boutique. Raul Rodriguez, financial service professional of New York Life. And we're welcoming 2 new members this year, first being Valerie Garcia, owner of Law Office of Valerie Garcia. And Claudio Posada, family practice nurse practitioner at Harlingen Rejuvenation and Wellness Center. HAFE would like to thank our extraordinary HCIC school board, our superintendent, Dr. Gonzalez, and our senior team, our amazing educators, students, and community. We all come together to provide the foundation for our students to succeed, and it really does take a village. At this time, I'd like to invite the full board to come down for a picture with the HAFE members.
Yes, if you don't mind, we're going to recognize the HAEF board. Dr. Moniz, you want to kick us off?
Absolutely, no, thank you guys. I mean, a lot of the work that you guys do goes unnoticed. I remember the first time I noticed it was when you raised money, of course, like you always do, and you touched my heart by providing money for sensory rooms for special needs kids. And that's when I realized, whoa, we got to really support this group. Of course, they support HCISD, but personally, with I have a special needs child, and you guys creating those sensory rooms was incredible. And to see what you've done since then, it just keeps getting better and better. It's amazing with the Transition Academy. You've done just some amazing things for the school district. I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys very much.
Dr. Cano Monreal.
I just want to extend a thank you to this group as well. I know we say it all the time individually, when we see you at different events, but it takes a lot of effort. You all have full-time jobs, running businesses, families, and so just thank you for the extra service that you all put into events and ways to give back, visiting the campuses and looking at what the needs are throughout the district and how you can give back. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you all do.
Thank you. Dr.
I
Pettis.
just wanted to add, thank you for further elevating the teaching profession. Through all the money that you guys raise, it really does mean a lot to this district that you support the teachers that really go above and beyond. Teachers make all professions possible, as you all know, and they really inspire our kids and really they're salesmen selling kids on themselves and and selling self-confidence in our kids. And so it's great that you raise money, but when it's so impactful and purposeful like that to elevate the teaching profession, it's really appreciated. So thank you for what you do.
Wonderful. Thank you. Mr. Hyman?
I too want to express my gratitude. I think what Nolan said is spot on as far as the impact that you make, that you have on our students and teachers. And as a result, you're having an impact on this entire community. So it's not just the students, the teachers, but you're impacting families in the community. And for that, I'm always going to be grateful and for you and the work that you put in and the time you dedicate to the school district. So thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Leal? Okay.
Madam President, I just wanted to comment that these are all highly successful individuals, and collectively, when you come together, you make a gigantic impact. I mean, $55,000 in scholarships. I heard $64,000 in 20 grants for teachers. This is the season to take stock of our blessings. You all are a blessing to HCISD and to all of our teachers and kids. So thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. And I will just add, just to amplify that we know that children in our area need that extra help, those scholarships to get where they're going, right? We're preparing them. We're doing what we can. Their parents are doing, they have that vision for them. But sometimes it's that scholarship that can make the difference between going or not going or delaying. And so I truly appreciate our business community, our leaders in our community pouring into those kids so that their future is right there. So thank you so much. We truly appreciate you. Congratulations, all of you. We love our HAEF board. Thank you.
Madam President, I just want to mention one more thing. Jay Cantu couldn't be here tonight. Of course, they all are very successful in helping, but Jay, he goes above and beyond for the school district. In fact, he's volunteering his time. That's why he's not here. That's just the kind of guy he is. He's at all of our football games. Anytime at elementary school, ask them to come and talk. Anytime at elementary school, ask them for music. He doesn't ask. He just says yes. He's such a giving man, giving family. So please send our blessings and well wishes to your husband, Norian. Thank you very much.
Thank you for saying that. Yes. Happy holidays. Thank you for spending time with us this evening. Congratulations again. We'd like to move to recognition of the PTSA Students of the Month for December. This is going to be led by Mrs. Gamboa. There she is.
Good evening, Madam President, board members, Dr. Gonzalez, administration, and audience. This evening, we will be recognizing our December PTSA Students of the Month. Our students represent the PTSAs of Harlingen High School, Harlingen High School South, Harlingen Collegiate High School, and Harlingen School of Health Professions. We hope you enjoy.
Hi, I'm Chastity Mackenzie Rodriguez, and I am a senior at Harlingen High School. Organizations I am part of are cheerleading, where I am co-captain. I am a 3-year returner in varsity powerlifting. I am a member in National Honor Society. I'm also a member of Student Council. I am a NSHSS scholar, and I am a member of PTSA. In my free time, I'm a competitive cheerleader at Pro Scouts, which I am a 2 times NCA and a Summit champion. I like to hang out with friends and family, and I love to volunteer around my community. After graduation, I plan on attending UTSA and majoring in psychology.
My name is Julia Piercy, and I am a senior at Harlingen High School. I'm a captain of the varsity tennis team. I'm part of PTSA, NHS, National Society of High School Scholars, and I am top 1% of my class. In my free time, I like to go to the beach, go to the gym, and hang out with friends and family. I have applied to A&M and MIT and have been accepted into A&M and plan on attending in fall 2024, majoring in mechanical engineering.
Hi, my name is Adrian Sanchez. I'm a senior at Harlingen High School South. In school, I'm the varsity point guard for the basketball team. I'm part of the flag crew, and I'm part of PTSA. In my free time, I like to play basketball and video games. After high school, I will be attending UTSA and majoring in nursing.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Silva, and I'm a senior at Harlingen High School South. I'm the captain for Southern Stars, vice president for Media Arts and Communication Academy, senior officer parliamentarian, member of PTSA, member of National Honor Society, member of National Technical Honor Society. In my free time, I like to play video games and hang out with my significant other. After graduation, I would like to attend the University of North Texas or Our Lady of the Lake and majoring in media arts.
My name is Haley Mendoza, and I'm a senior at Harlingen Collegiate High. In school, I am a member of PTSA, a yearbook designer and editor of Outreach, the art history vice president, student council parliamentarian, senior class secretary, National Honor Society historian, and Miss Teen Fiesta de Piñatas 2023. In my free time, I like to go to the beach, go dancing, go to concerts, and I like to spend time with my family and my friends. After graduation, I plan to attend UTRGV and major in nursing.
My name is Joseph Montoya, and I'm a senior at UTRGV Harlingen Collegiate High. I'm involved in National Honor Society and the Student Council. I'm also the Vice President of the Engineering Club, where we design and create rockets. I also serve as Senior Class Treasurer and am part of Yearbook Club, Art History Club, Book Club, Harlingen Collegiate High PTSA, and HCISD Building Financial Capacity Coalition. In my free time, I enjoy traveling, serving at community events, reading, and playing games with friends. As for my post-secondary plans, I wish to pursue a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing with a minor in Medical Spanish at UTRGV, with the plan to ultimately pursue a career as a physician assistant.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Onick. I'm a senior at Harlingen School of Health Professions. This year, I'm a part of PTSA, and I play golf for Harlingen High School South. And I do my practicum in pharmacy. In my free time, I like to hunt, fish, and hang out with my friends. After graduation, I plan to attend Texas Lutheran University, where I will graduate with a degree in business.
Hi, I'm Isael Tirado, and I am a senior at Harlingen School of Health Professions. This year, I am part of NHS, Student Council, NCHS, Phoenix for Christ, and I am currently enrolled in the Valley Baptist Vocational Nursing Program. On my free time, I love playing sports, music, and spending time in the outdoors, all with my family and friends. After graduating, I plan on attending UTRGV to further my education in hopes of receiving my RNs.
That was awesome.
Congratulations to our Students of the Month. I'd also like to extend a round of applause to our students' family members joining us today. Family, can you please stand? We want to thank Harlingen City Council PTA for celebrating our Students of the Month. On behalf of the organization, I'd like to invite Samantha Ortega, Dr. Reiniger, and Dr. Gonzalez to come forward for photos with our students. Students, as I call your name, please come up to the front for a photo. For Harlingen High School, Julia Piercy. Also, Harlingen High School, Chastity Rodriguez. Harlingen High School South, Evelyn Silva. Harlingen High School South, Adrian Sanchez. Harlingen Collegiate High, Haley Mendoza. Harlingen Collegiate High School, Joseph Montoya. Harlingen School of Health Professions, Misael Tirado. And Harlingen School for Health Professions, Jeffrey Yannick. At this time, we'd like to invite our Board of Trustees to come forward for a group photo with our students.
Thank you, students, for being here with us. I open it up for comments from our board. Dr. Cano Monreal, please.
Yes, I know Ms. Gamboa mentioned it earlier. I'd like to thank the families that are here, and it's also nice to see that we've got older siblings that are here to support their younger ones that are being recognized tonight. So nice to have you back from college and visiting us in Harlingen, and so it's also nice to see that you're here supporting them. I know that they look up to their older siblings, right? So obviously, big shoes to fill and following in footsteps, and then going to come back to Harlingen and continue to make our community a great one, right? Because I'm also looking at parents that are out here that I used to walk the halls with, some of you in high school, and so it's wonderful. You know, look at what your parents have come back to Harlingen to do, right? And the impact they're making in their community. And so we just can't wait for you to go off and do wonderful things and learn all kinds of new things, and then bring all of that knowledge back to continue to make our community better. So congratulations to all of you. Wonderful job. Love to see, you know, your smiling faces and all the parents and all of the awesome videos. And just super proud of you all.
Great, thank you. I'll just add, for me, I really am so impressed with this group. I think you all are in everything. You've covered it all. Those lists were very long, and somehow you're balancing that and then being a leader at your campus. To be selected for this honor is hard. Not everybody gets selected for this, so we're so proud of you. Thank you for your leadership. You set the standard high at your campuses. You raised the bar for everyone. And we are honored to get to recognize you tonight. Parents, keep up the great work. Thank you so much for all you do, and for the campus leaders for, you know, just investing in these students. So we look forward to seeing what you do next semester. Congratulations again. Thank you for being here tonight. All right, we're going to move on to the principal's report. Mr. Reyes with Gutierrez Middle School of Arts and Sciences. Thank you all. Good night for you. You are?
I thought they were all staying for me. They're leaving. Good evening, Madam President, board members, Dr. Gonzalez, and members of our audience. Thank you for the opportunity to highlight our students and staff this evening. Before I begin, I'd like to first start with introducing my administrative staff. That's Ms. Esmeralda Felix and Ms. Vanessa Medrano that are here with me, along with some of the teachers that I'll introduce in a few minutes, but you know the work we do can't do alone. So, our presentation this evening will focus on the development of the whole child through a rich learning experience while nurturing their passions through the arts, the sciences, the music, and the athletic programs we offer at Gutierrez Middle School. These classrooms play... Sorry. They just want to test me. I'm good.
That's
I'm ready.
Right. You can roll
I'm
script
ready.
or no script, right?
While we're waiting, thank you, Joaquin. Appreciate you doing the pledge tonight. You did amazing. You're an awesome student. All right, here we go. Our presentation this evening will focus on the development of the whole child through a rich learning experience while nurturing their passions through the arts, the sciences, the music, and the athletic programs we offer at Gutierrez Middle School of Arts and Sciences. These classrooms play a huge role with our students' academic success. Our arts program has grown tremendously in the last 4 years. We first started with 30 students. We are now well over 130 active participants in this program. We offer unique courses that challenge our students artistically, stimulate creativity, build self-confidence, and ultimately drive our students to perform higher academically. This year's production of The Lion King Jr. earlier in the year was a huge success, and now we are working on The Nutcracker, which will open up this weekend. These activities build confidence, assist students with public speaking, communication, and the art of listening. And if you have any preteens or teenagers, you know that can be quite the challenge. These are all necessary skills in the ever-changing world that we are living today. Dr. Cano Monreal, Dr. Reiniger. I know you all were part of the arts program. I think you all were involved in folklorico and dance. I'm sure it had a huge impact on the academic success. In addition, as parents, it's beautiful to see the transformation and the growth of our own children in these programs and the balancing of their academics. Research tells us participation in music assists with speech development, memory, concentration, and assists with promoting active listening. Music also helps reduce stress and assists with the social, emotional well-being of all individuals. I know that you all are huge advocates for our music programs and were possibly members of a music class at some point. I, for one, wish we had guitar class back when I was in middle school. Maybe I could have been the next Eddie Van Halen or Jimi Hendrix, something. We didn't have that, sorry. Our music department consistently involves our students in our community events, from the parades to visiting nursing homes to visiting hospitals. These opportunities help build self-confidence, which lead to opportunities of performing in larger arenas like our girls did over the summer by participating at Carnegie Hall. Athletic program, we all know athletic programs build character and teamwork in a competitive environment. We are very proud of the accomplishments our students have had to this point. Our middle school athletic programs teach discipline and fundamentals that will assist them in the transition to high school. This year, under the guidance of our athletic director, Mr. Davies, who I believe is back behind me, started our new student athlete leadership team, the SALT program. Our students are owning the responsibilities that come with this program, such as communication, decision-making, and motivating others around them. Mr. Leal, Dr. Muniz, Dr. Gonzalez, I know each of you were involved in the athletics programs and understand the value that it plays with our students and our academics. Mr. Jaimes, I'm not forgetting about you. I know you roamed the sidelines for many, many years and interviewed many of our student athletes and understand the magnitude athletics plays in keeping our students focused on their academics. Now imagine this, flying drones around the hallways or in the cafeteria, launching rockets in our very own school backyard, or programming robots to do incredible things. Elon Musk isn't the only one doing all these fun things at Boca Chica. Our students engage in critical thinking, problem solving, while creating projects that allow students to express creativity and innovation. Students are also very excited about the aviation program that's soon coming to HCISD. But all of our programs play a pivotal role in student achievement. This pie chart demonstrates the number of students currently involved with our extracurricular and their academic achievement. As you'll notice, I referenced over 130 students in our art program, over 600 students in our music program, over 300 students in our athletic program. Some do both, some are more. We also, on the right side, we also show their academic achievement, which they're doing very, very well. Our goal is to have every student connected at Gutierrez Middle School of Arts and Sciences. But we all know these great opportunities for our students are not possible without the amazing teachers. Dr. Perez, you just mentioned a little bit ago, if it weren't for a teacher, who knows where the road may have taken you that encouraged you to go on to med school. When we have amazing teachers at GMS that encourage and support our students on a daily basis. And at this time, I'd like to introduce some of them that are here with me. We have Mr. Bravo, please stand, be recognized. Mr. Juarez, Mr. Gonzalez, Ms. Pequeño, Ms. De La Garza, Ms. Sally Navarro, Mr. Torres, and Mr. Rodriguez. And Mr. Padilla. I was looking around to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let's give them. We know the work can't be done alone, and we need everyone. At this time, I'd like to show a short video that we have ready for you all.
Being a middle school teacher here at Gutierrez Middle School of Arts and Sciences is interwoven, with our curriculum because we are a magnet school. We are a pathway school. So having students that have a love and a passion and a genuine interest in theater is a blessing, right? Because they are coming in so excited already to be here on campus and then have that additional factor of having theater in their everyday classes. And then because we're, one of the few schools in the Valley, especially at the middle school level, that has the opportunity of having a robust theater program for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. You know, our students are able to really shine and excel throughout 3 years of education here.
I really like my musical theater teachers and my dance teachers, love you Miss Cantu, and I like that we get to do warm-ups and sometimes play games, and I love that my teachers push me out of my comfort zone to get better and improve.
I'm so happy to be able to see my students get that opportunity to be able to dance on such a gorgeous, beautiful stage that we have here. Being able to see my kids being able to do that, I think that's so inspiring to me as an instructor and to, you know, the future students that are coming up, all my 6th grade and my elementary kids.
What I really like about being in speech, drama, debate is the fact that it gives you real life speaking skills. When I first joined in 6th grade, I could not speak in front of people. I was terrified, and now I find it so easy and every word just comes off. This will definitely help me with job interviews, what I'm doing now in the future, because I've learned how to speak efficiently. I know how to promote myself in the best way possible with my best foot forward, and I just really think that all this experience is really helping me decide what I want to do in the future as a job.
Students here at Gutierrez Middle School have the unique opportunity not only to succeed academically, right, but to thrive artistically and athletically. You know, our students are not just in theater, they're also in the basketball team, they're also on the soccer field. They are everywhere on campus, but also in the community.
My favorite thing about being a part of the athletic program is not only just be able to compete, but also the work ethic that you have to put in. You know, you don't get good results if you put in bad work ethic. And also it's just, you know, the quality of friends, making new friends. I've built great relationships, probably some of the best relationships I have to this day from athletics.
With the teammates on your team, you're learning how to talk with each other and how to support each other. And I kind of do the same thing in the classroom when someone's not understanding what to do, like support them, tell them, kind of teach them on your own.
Being here at Gutierrez is truly like, you know, coming to school and coming to teach with your family.
Great.
Thank you. We're good? Step away.
Okay, wait, we didn't know if you had anything else to say.
I've been here long enough
I'm-
to know that we usually have a comment or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we get to talk now? That was wonderful. Congratulations. We loved it. I would, yes, open it up for comment, please. Comment and question.
I just have a comment, no questions, but I just want to thank you guys for what you're doing and your staff back there and over here, and one of your students, Joaquin, great job on that video. The thing that popped out at me throughout the whole thing, your presentation, was the word engagement. And those students are engaged at a high percentage. So that's important to us. That's important to you guys. And I want to thank you guys for doing your part to keeping them engaged and making sure that the engagement is productive and they're becoming better students as they move into high school. So thank you.
Thank you. Great. Other comments? Mr. Leo, sorry.
Piggyback on what Eladio mentioned, and when Coach Davies sent out some information the other day about kids being plugged in, and our athletes, our musicians, fine arts. If a student is plugged in, they're going to have better grades, and they're going to attend school more, and it all just goes better. And I think that we all have experience in that, and that's what Gutierrez is a tremendous example for. And so congratulations for the success. Keep driving hard, keep grinding like Dr. Gonzalez talks about. We're gonna grind next semester.
Yes, sir.
And continue to grow and thrive. So thank you for the presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Leo.
Thank you. Yes. Other comments?
So I was gonna go, I couldn't go first because I would get emotional. So I have 2 children, very different. I know I'm not the only one up here that has 2 children that are, their children are all different, right? And so I remember asking my son, right, I just assumed he would want to go to the same middle school that my daughter went to, and he looked at me and he was, no way, like, why would I want to go there? Like, he already knew he was going to go to Gutierrez. And so when you talk about, you know, kids being engaged, I mean, that, I know Mr. Rodriguez is your first year at Gutierrez, and already, I mean, it is like a family. I mean, that is, he all you have to mention is one of your names, and he knows, right, what the expectations are, and that he's got a second family that's going to push him, but the academics, he's got to meet that as well, right, and along with the athletics. I mean, I think being able to do both, and I just applaud the coaches, the athletic coaches, the teachers, and then the theater coaches, the way that you all work together. Sometimes there's an NJHS meeting, a theater practice, and a sports practice all on the same day, and somehow you all make it work. And so I just want to applaud you for making sure that our kids want to take advantage of all of those opportunities, that you all work so well to make that work for them. Because my son just looks at me and says, we'll figure it out. And for him to be able to do that because he knows that you all will make that work, that's everything. So that allows our kids to be able to do all that they want to do and everything that they can do in this district. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Muller.
Wonderful. Yes.
So just curious, how many team members do you have with you tonight?
I would say about 10 or 12.
Can we get them to stand up and give them a round of
Absolutely.
applause, please?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Coach.
Thank you.
We got one over here also. And just FYI, so you can tell all the other principals, we can tell how involved your teams are when they show up with you.
Yeah.
This says a lot that your team is showing up with you, supporting you, and they have your back. I know you made them do it, but
I just extended the invite and they came, so they're awesome.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And Mr. Reyes, I just want to add my thanks to you and your whole team. I have been so excited about Gutierrez having this science, arts focus from the very beginning, and I love seeing how it's coming to fruition. As you know, I have a child who's benefited from all of these people in the audience, and the tutelage and the structure, the approach, right? That we don't have to just be one or the other. We can be a number of things, and it's reflected in your approach. I know there's great things coming. I know we're still growing. I know that there's, even more, right? Because science changes, dance opportunities are changing. The things that you all can present, as our kids mature, then we push it down and, they grow more. So we know there's more to come, but Gutierrez is just continuing to be a rock star. So thank you to all of you, your whole team, and thank you to you for your leadership. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Runner. And on a side note, I wanted to say it warmed my heart the other day when I saw Kennedy and working with the little ones on our hallways. So it's nice to have them come back and keep giving back to our kids. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're so glad y'all were here tonight. All right, we're going to move on to our consent calendar. Board members, under the consent calendar this evening, we have bids that will accelerate student achievement. One of those items includes a bid for items related to our eSports programming. As you know, eSports is certainly a way for our students to be better prepared for their future work life, and we're elated to bring a focus on eSports and other STEM-related initiatives. Dr. Gonzalez, do you have any remarks about consent items?
Yes, Dr. Reiniger. Also on this evening's consent calendar, we have a request to approve a proclamation for Board Appreciation Month, and we're blessed to have such a hardworking group of board members. You guys spend a lot of time away from your families. You're here tonight with us, making sure that our district is running at its full potential. So we're excited about Board Appreciation Month. So we want to make sure that this proclamation will allow us to officially celebrate Board Appreciation Month during the month of January. And we have Marcy Martinez. Is there anything else, Marcy, on this?
Okay. Thank you. So I am open for an approval of the consent calendar. Do I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve.
Thank you. A second? All those in favor of approval of the consent calendar indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. So moving on now to public comment for agenda topics. Did we have any public comments for agenda topics? Thank you so much. Item 6, public audience for non-agenda topics. Do we have any comments?
Madam President, there is one request for a public audience for a non-agenda topic.
Thank you. And that person is? Ms. Casas. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Ms. Casas. Let me go ahead and please come forward. I'm going to read my statement so that you have that information. The next item on the agenda is public audience for non-agenda topics, which is the time for members of the audience to address the Board of Trustees. Before we begin, I will remind our audience members of the board's procedures for handling public audience for non-agenda topics. Anyone who wants to speak during public audience for non-agenda topics must sign up prior to the start of the meeting and list the non-agenda subject they wish to discuss. All speakers will be allowed a maximum of 3 minutes to address the board. Any public testimony who is speaking through a translator will receive up to 6 minutes to address the board. If a group of people want to be heard on the same topic, the board asks that they designate a spokesperson to avoid needless repetition. The board shall allot no more than 30 minutes for speakers on items not on tonight's agenda. Please keep your comments or criticisms civil and courteous. Please also avoid using profanity and refrain from making personal attacks on others during your opportunity to speak. We ask that you do not discuss students who are not your own child. Yelling, inappropriate, uncivil, or discriminatory comments will not be permitted. In the event your comment, in the judgment of the presiding officer, constitutes a complaint or charge against an employee or officer, it may be necessary for me to interrupt and ask you to stop and direct you to proceed with the school district's formal grievance procedures or to have the item heard in executive session, depending on the nature of the complaint. If a speaker is seeking board resolution of a specific complaint, that concern should be addressed through the district's grievance process, which can be found online and includes policy DGBA, FNG, and GF. Grievances forms can be obtained at any campus administration office or in the central administration office. Thank you. Our first speaker is Ms. Casas, and we will have Dr. Cortan keep time for you.
Yes.
So thank you
so
for
much.
being here.
Thank you. Before you start my time, if I can I just want to say thank you because it was an amazing fall break. I know it already passed, but I do believe that our teachers and our students need a reset. It's amazing. I was able to, it was a privilege to see students and their parents and even teachers go and take that time off because they do need a reset. So if I'll go ahead and start. I did have a message for all of us tonight, including myself. I do grasp on this. This is something that has helped me in my journey. It's in the book of John 4, and it's 19 through 24, and it says, "Sir," and it's basically talking about Jesus and the Samaritan woman, and it says, "Sir," the woman said, "you must be a prophet. So tell me why it is that you Jews insist that Jerusalem is the only place of worship, while you Samaritans claim it is here on Mount Zermine, where our ancestors worship." Jesus replied, "Believe me, dear woman, the time is coming when it will no longer matter whether you worship the Father on this mountain or in Jerusalem. You Samaritans know very little about the one you worship, while we Jews know all about him, for salvation comes to the Jews. But the time is coming indeed, it's here now, when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. The Father is looking for those who worship him that way. For God is a spirit. Those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth." And I believe this has really, really helped me because I am a graduate of HCISD, and I too was once lost. And grasping to this and having this firm foundation, I'm asking the Lord, Father, why is it we have an amazing foundation with education, but spiritually there is a lot of including myself, and children that are still falling apart. And I said, what is it, Father? And so I ask you all to continue to pray so that God can control us or guide us and plant that spiritual foundation for our children as well. We don't know how. I mean, only He's the wisest of the wisest. He will show us how to do it. But if we have that firm foundation in our education as well as spiritually, knowing that God is with us and that our strength, it's not on our strength. That's why a lot of children give up, because we're relying on our strength and even us as adults. I mean, even every day I need His strength, and every day I'm a businesswoman. I have my education, my job, and so I'm like, Lord, I need strength. And so now I'm implementing that on my children. But the thing is that there's a lot of children at home that, including mine, that we don't have that privilege. And so I pray that we have an amazing, prosperous year, and that I am in prayer, and that God continues to use each and every one of us, including our parents, that there's more unity within our homes, and you all as well. Our teachers are the front line, and we need them. We need to support them. We need to hear them, and that's really it. Thank you all for allowing me to speak, and thank you. I don't know if you have any questions or comments.
No, ma'am, but thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. And we'll move now to matters relating to transformation in school support. Dr. Gonzalez, would you like to give the Learning Committee report?
Yes, Dr. Reininger. On December 5th, we had our Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee meeting, and we learned from Michelle Ayala, who's our director for ACE, on all the wonderful things that are going on in the ACE program. The reading, the math, the STEM, robotics, all the things that are going on in ACE that provide our children with opportunities outside the classroom. So we're excited that our students and families have that. Also talked about what we're doing around emotional intelligence and voice and choice, and all that we're doing to ensure that our students are plugged into something bigger than themselves. We also had a team visit Roma ISD. They have a very good conjunto program. Accordion is big in their district, and that's something that Coakley is interested in bringing. So we're excited about Coakley and the conjunto. Also talked about the aviation program and esports and cybersecurity and district robotics and all that we're doing around the collegiate high school robotics team. So we're just very excited about that. On top of that, we had our coordinators for public relations and student outreach, Juan Rodriguez and Javi Trejo. They presented on all the things that we're doing around student outreach as we work hard to recruit our students and recapture our students. So it was nice to see the systems and processes that we have in place to ensure that families in our community know that HCISD is providing our students with a quality education that we want everybody to take advantage of. And we don't only offer a world-class education from an academic standpoint, but we also offer opportunities, as you've seen, outside of the classroom through extracurriculars in sports and athletics and CTE and things like chess and all the other wonderful things that are going on. But just very proud of our new department with Juan and Javi as we get out and into our community and do what we can to get our students back. So we're excited about the future of our district, and it was a great teaching and learning meeting.
Thank you so much. Yes. I agree, it was. All right, and now we're going to move on to item B, consideration for approval of affiliation agreement and memorandum of understanding with Valley Wings Flight School, LLC regarding the HCISD aviation program. Ms. Garcia.
Board of Trustees, Administration, and Audience. As previously shared, we've been diligently working on crafting our aviation program that takes flight during the 2024-25 school year. Our aviation program will enable our students to have this unique learning experience in the world of aviation, with the first year being ground school and the second year having practicum hands-on experience. It'll also afford our students at the end of the program an opportunity for our students to earn a private pilot's license. And as a reminder, it is at no cost to our students. Joining us this evening, I have Dr. Raul Alvarez, our Director of CTE, who's done a lot of work crafting the aviation program, along with Mitri Garib. He is the Chief Flight Instructor for Valley Wings Flight School. Administration recommends the board to approve the MOU with Valley Wings Flight School and HCISD in regards to our new aviation program as presented.
Thank you. Do I have a
Madam
motion?
President, I'd like to make a motion as presented.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second motion.
Do we have any questions on this item? All right. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion celebratorily passes. Congratulations. We are very excited about this. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Alvarez and Mr. Garib. Moving on to the appointment of the Cameron County Appraisal District Representative, Mr. Mendoza.
So item 8A is the appointment of the Cameron County Appraisal District Representative. We received notification from Mr. Molina, Chief Appraiser, on the reappointment of our representative, Mr. Jesse Villarreal, as his current 2-year term expires December 31st of 2023. So we would like to recommend reappoint Mr. Villarreal for another two-year term to represent our district. Their main function of the Board of Directors is to hire the Chief Appraiser, set the appraisal budget, and appoint the Appraisal Review Board members. We recommend approval of Mr. Villarreal.
Thank you so much. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion for approval as presented.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Okay, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. And
Thank you.
I would like to thank Mr. Villarreal for his really diligent and important service and his willingness to continue. That's great.
Yes,
Thank you
he's
for
aware
bringing
and
that forward.
he's appreciative, yes.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. Moving on to item B, Mr. Mendoza, this is your item as well.
Thank you, Madam. Madam President, Board Member, Dr. Gonzalez. So item 8B is consideration for approval of contract for joint election to be held with Cameron County on Saturday, May 4th of 2024, and as well as to administering by Cameron County Election Department. So we have contracted out our elections with Cameron County Election the past 2 years, and we would like to recommend them again for our upcoming May 4th, 2024 school board elections. Again, attached you will find a draft contract for the joint election, as same as last year. They're estimating a cost of approximately $70,000. Last year, we paid $64,652.61 for their services. We recommend that our board approve the contract with Cameron County Elections for our joint election on May 4th, 2024.
Thank you. Do I have a motion on this, please?
I move that we approve the contract for joint election.
Thank you. And do I have a second?
Second motion.
Thank you so much. So all those in favor, I'm sorry.
Question.
Any?
A quick question,
Yes.
if you don't mind the discussion. Raymond, do we as a district, it might be a good idea, do we do like a huddle with them?
Oh, yes, absolutely, yes. Even though they're running the election, HCIC is still responsible for following all the rules and regulations, and we are in constant communication with them as well. Yes.
Constantly, right. And I kind of knew that during the election, you were I'm talking like after, to kind of see if there's any, I don't know, any learning opportunities, anything that could have gone better, any issues that came up during the election. I'm just curious, is that something that you do, like a follow-up huddle after the election?
We can, absolutely, we can. This year, the focus is, from the state, is on transparency.
Yes.
So we need to make sure we address that with our voters to make sure that they're aware they're running a clean election for our district. So yes, we can, yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Great comments. Thank you. All right. All those in favor of a contract for joint elections to be held with Cameron County on May 4th, administered by Cameron County Elections Department, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay, motion passes. Thank you. And then finally, Mr. Mendoza, is the consideration of approval of the 2024 stop-loss coverage for medical and prescription drug benefits.
Gonzalez. So on October 28, 2023, in collaboration with McGriff Insurance Services, HCISD solicited competitive sealed proposals for stop-loss coverage for catastrophic claims as needed through the district's self-funded health plan. With us is Mr. Scott Gibbs, a representative with McGriff. He will present those particular bids for our district. We received 6 firms submitted 7 proposals for our district, and he will review those proposals with our board.
Thank you.
Mr. Gibbs.
Madam President, board members, Dr. Gonzalez. Scott Gibbs with McGriff Insurance Services. So I'm here today, as Mr. Mendoza said, to talk about our stop-loss renewal that will become effective 1/1/2024. Just as a refresher, I'll talk a little bit about what is stop-loss insurance, the types of stop-loss coverage, what we currently have here at the district, then the results of the RFP and considerations, as well as a recommendation from staff. Stop-loss insurance is basically insurance that we purchase to limit the liability of the claims on our self-funded plan. We purchase it, we purchase it to protect us from financial loss on just catastrophic claims and on, loss of a multitude of claims, aggregate. So, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. The contract is between the district and the reinsurance carrier. So, the specific individual stop-loss coverage, specific stop-loss reimburses, I apologize, the district for a catastrophic claim on any specific individual. So you'll hear me from time to time talk about the specific deductible. And then what happens is the district will pay the claims up to that deductible, and then any dollars above that deductible, the reinsurance carrier reimburses back to the district. So our aggregate stop-loss claims is what that is. It is insurance protection on all of our claims together. So if we were to have a really bad claim year, it protects us on the aggregate of all of our claims. So our current stop-loss carrier is International Specialty Underwriters. Our current stop-loss deductible is $275,000. So the district will pay on an individual claimant up $275,000. We do review that on an annual basis. We look at, what would it be if we went up to $300, if we went down to $250, and we do a 3-year analysis on that to say where do we need to be from the premium versus the claim payout. So we still feel like $275 is where we need to be. Our current attachment factor, that is that's the maximum level on the aggregate of all claims. So what will happen is the reinsurance carrier will set the expected claim on a PEPM basis, and then if we run 125% above that, then the district will be reimbursed those funds on the overall claims. Our current stop-loss premium on an annual basis is just shy of $2 million. Through September, we've had 5 claimants that exceed the current deductible, and we've received about $538,000 in reimbursements. Usually with reinsurance, usually October, November, December, the last quarters when you tend to see more of the claims hit. So, yes, sir.
Mr. Gibbs, if I can just ask.
Sure.
So I want to make sure I understand, and I don't think I do, so we can explain.
Yeah.
So then we're spending as a district for this plan, at least this past year's plan with ISU, $1.976 million, correct?
Yes, sir.
For the stop-loss program. And so the 538, is that what we save basically, or
No.
is it to explain kind
So
of what?
yeah, so that 538.
And maybe ask it differently.
Sure.
How do we, if we didn't have this plan, how much more would we have been in the hole? Does that make any sense? How much more
Sure,
we'd have
no.
to pay out in those
Right.
claims?
So
For those 5 individuals?
yeah, so if we didn't have the insurance, we would have paid. You have to hold me here. We would have paid 5 times $275,000, which is it's $1 million.
1.4 million.
1.4 million, and then you would have had the $538,000 on top of that as well.
Okay, so it was
So right, and we still got 3 more months under this contractual year.
Huge deal. So
Yes, it is. It's especially in today's world with the high dollar pharmaceuticals that are out there. Last week, you saw the name, but not really the name, but I was presenting to one of my towns that is 500 employees, and they have 3 claimants that represent $3 million. So yeah, it is, stop loss is very important. It protects you, especially with especially with high dollar procedures, and we're seeing more genetic pharmaceuticals in the pipeline. There were 19 this year, and some of those drugs can range up to $2 to $3 million. So that this coverage protects us. It limits our exposure to that $275,000, and then the reinsurance carrier pays the remainder.
Thank you.
You bet. So we put the stop loss RFP out. It was released on October 28th. We closed it on November 16th. The effective date of this coverage, as I've said, is January 1st, 2024. We went out to 15 insurance carriers. We sent the RFP. We had 9 declines and 6 quotes. And the declines typically are either they can't get competitive, or they didn't like some medical claims. But I'll tell you, for most here, it was really the declines were their rates were uncompetitive. And then what we did was, when we got the proposals back, we review them on a couple things. So we review the overall fixed cost, the premium. We also, review the contract terms to make sure they match what we have. Then we look at the risk deductible levels. And then we also look to make sure that there's no individual lasers on the proposal. So what an individual laser is it's an additional deductible for a certain large claimant. So what a reinsurance carrier can do is it can say, okay, you have a $275,000 deductible, but on claimant 1, it's $650,000, because they know there are claims that are sitting out there. So that's very important to look to make sure there's no lasers to control the liability, for you guys. So when you look at the spreadsheet when they came in, our renewal with international specialty underwriters basically came back at a 43% renewal, which was uncompetitive. We allowed Blue Cross to quote on it, who is our who is our third-party administrator. They came in at about a 19%. We had some quotes in there, like Berkshire Hathaway was 6% under, but they actually had 2 lasers on 2 claimants out there, one at $400,000 and one at $450,000. So basically what that means is everybody is at $275,000 except these 2 people. The district would pay up to $400,000 and $450,000 on them before the reinsurance would kick in. And then a granular insurance company came in uncompetitive, and they had a laser of $900,000. And then you can see highlighted HCC, which is Tokyo Marine, A+ rated carrier. They actually came in at a reduction of about 3%. So with no lasers, and also it puts in effect a no new laser contract at renewal. So basically what that means is it puts a rate cap at 50%, but it is they cannot laser anybody at renewal. So you have the protection that worst case scenario, it would be a 50% increase, but there would be no ability for them to laser. And that, in the one scenario I was talking about earlier, literally I was there presenting, and they had they basically gave us 2 options, the reinsurance carrier. They said you could take this for 11% increase with 3 lasers at $650,000 a piece, or it's 100% renewal on the premium. And they chose to go the 100% renewal because we were putting some things in on the backside that we think hopefully were going to be effective. So with that, WellPoint came in as well at a reduction, but they did have 1 person that they were very concerned about. So, after kind of pulling all this together and looking at this, we are, requesting the board award the stop loss to HCC. The summary for that is they had the most competitive quote. They matched our current coverage level. It reduces the premium by about 3% or $42,000. I think the key point is that there were no lasers on it, and we do get the addition of a no new laser clause at renewal, which I think they're becoming harder and harder to get. So I think that's a very good thing. So with that, I will gladly take any questions. And this is something that we do market every year. So it's not the type of insurance where we can get a 2 or 3 year deal because the medical and pharmacy market's moving so fast. So this is something you will see me on an annual basis, coming back and presenting.
Okay. Yeah, that was actually going to be my question, if there could be multi-year contract. Any other questions? Please, Mr. Leal.
Madam President, you mentioned the credit rating being an A+. Just as a refresher for me, in the insurance world, is that the highest rating? Or does it go?
I think there's an A++. Our E&O insurance does not allow us to write anything. I think it's less than a B+. So it's they're very well thought of. It's HCC is it's Houston Casualty Corp, and they do both property casualty insurance and medical reinsurance. And so Tokyo Marine bought them, I think it was about 10 or 12 years ago.
Thank you.
You bet.
Madam President, I move approval. Move approval of 2024 stop loss coverage as presented.
Thank you. Second, anybody? Second from Dr. Moniz. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys have a great holiday season.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, let's have Dr. Cortan will be presenting the consideration for approval of incentive agreement for voluntary early notification of resignation from employment. Dr. Cortan.
Madam President, Board, Dr. Gonzalez, senior team and audience, we are here this evening to bring forward for your consideration the approval of the incentive agreement for voluntary early notification of resignation from employment. As you know, talent acquisition early in the season is critical. And so just to kind of give you an idea of how many people took advantage of this last year and the year before. Last year, we had 45 teachers or campus personnel who indicated that they were going to be retiring or resigning at the end of the school year, which gave us a leg up on applicants that are out there. And the year before, we had 32 people participate in this particular incentive. Just as a reminder, if approved, this would allow for an early exit incentive for $1,000 in January, for $750 in February, and then if they do it in March, as late as March, the end of March, it would be $500. So, Madam President and board members, the administration recommends the approval of our early voluntary notification of resignation from our school district.
Thank you, Dr. Cortan. Do I have a motion?
We approve the early incentive agreement for voluntary notification of resignation.
Thank you, Dr. Sure. Thank you, Mr. James. Any other questions on this? No? Okay, thanks. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. And now we'll go to the Facilities and Safety Committee report. Mr. Tapia.
Members of the board. Dr. Gonzalez, on December 5th, we did hold the Facilities and Safety Committee meeting. I discussed the ESSER-funded project, which consisted of various air conditioning projects at the high school, Central Plant, Coakley, Long and Wilson, Bowie, Gutierrez, some controls at the high schools, admin annex controls, and also at South, with various construction phases, and some work is ongoing, and a couple of them we're still waiting for equipment to come in. And also a couple of roofing projects over at Early Childhood Academy, South of Ella. We're about halfway complete. Harlingen High School, we're about 53% complete. And the admin annex, Vernon, and several mini gyms were about 80% complete. On the TRE programs, I talked about SAC, first responders, that we're just working on the landscaping work that's pending. The Early Childhood Academy outdoor learning spaces is complete. It's got some punch list work. Renovations to the high school is about 95% complete. We're making progress at Coakley and Vernon. We're about 25% complete. And the new bleachers are going to be installed next week. Parking lot lighting at Vela and administration, the new poles will come in February, but they're working on demolishing some of the footing foundations that are going to be relocated. Culinary arts at the high schools, we're doing demolition work and some plumbing work going on at the high school. Talked about some fencing projects where Dishman Elementary is 100% complete and Crockett is about 10%. And then I gave an overall presentation on the upcoming school safety fencing. There's about 15 campuses. We're going to be doing some work, anywhere from new fencing to repair work, to compliance issues, non-scaling, and gates. And so I gave a discussion on that upcoming plan. And then a couple of contingency allowances on some roofing projects for real roofing on doing an aluminum ladder at the annex and a small eave strut replacement at Jefferson for $2,200. Another contingency allowance for metal roof deck replacement at Early Childhood Academy for $18,009. So I presented these at the facilities committee meeting. And Raymond Mendoza finished up the meeting by giving an update on the construction financial report and the latest activity on TRE funding expenditures. So at this point, I'll turn it over to Dr. Perez for any questions you may have.
Don't have anything to add to that. Oscar, again, continue to do an exceptional job, you and your team. Thank you for the excellent meeting, and of course, Danny Castillo for safety. We continue to look forward to your updates every month. So thank you so much for what you do.
Great, thank you. Great report, thank you. So now we'll move to adjournment into closed session for action on matters discussed in executive. We will be discussing employment of teachers and other professional staff and of real estate and district planning for expansion of properties. Thank you. We're in executive session.
bells in the
Thank you. All right. Welcome back. The time is 9:18. We're reconvened into open sessions for actions discussed in executive session. Do I have a motion on item A, please? 12A.
Madam President, I make a motion to approve the employment of teachers and other professional staff as discussed in executive session.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Second. Thank you. All those in favor for approval of employment of teachers and other professional staff indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, motion carries. Thank you. And then on B, do we have I don't think we have a motion. That was just a discussion. So we are now adjourned. The time is 9:19. Thank you.